Elissa.
Are you having good isolation?
Oh, it's fine, it's fine.
Making the most of it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
What is all this here, Elissa?
Well, today we're going to learn how to make the most simple sock puppets in the whole world.
A simple sock puppet?
Yeah, so
Wow.
usually we have these when we're doing our normal sock puppet workshops.
Yes.
Do you remember?
I do.
We use these amazing kits. And these kits are great, aren't they?
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, they make pretty cool sock puppets.
Wow.
And they're pretty special, and they have these mouth plates.
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
Wow, I like that.
And there's socks made with mouth plates, and then there's all these different goodies that you get in them. See that packet of goodies there?
Yes, wow.
But these are things that we provide at our sock puppet workshops, aren't they?
Yes, well, let's go out and do one right now.
I know, we can't.
We can't.
No, we can't.
Why not?
And no one has all those things at home just lying around.
Oh, I see.
Unless you're like a super duper crafter. So this sock puppet workshop is for you guys at home who have very limited materials to actually work with.
Okay, let's make a sock puppet.
Excellent, let's go. So the first thing you have to do is find a sock that's lying around the house. One of the things to probably choose is an odd sock. I was fortunate enough, a friend of mine gave me these beautiful rainbow socks. So the first thing to do is make it into something that looks like a hand puppet. Now this here, as you can see, looks like a sock. What we need to do is turn it into something like this. Now, the seam of the sock goes underneath, the heel of the sock goes underneath, and what you have to make sure you do is when you put the sock on, like this, your heel and your hand go nicely into the sock like that. And we put our eyes there and our nose there, and we'll put some hair on as well. So your thumb can go nicely into the heel of the sock, like that. Now, that's one of the most important things and the hardest thing for kids to get right is to actually make sure that heel there is nicely placed at the bottom of the sock like that. Okay. So this little guy is a sock puppet that I made earlier. So I'll show you how it works so you can get all excited. Simplest sock puppet ever.
Oh, hello! Hello! My name is Socky. Yes, I'm a sock puppet.
So the first step, after you've made sure your heel is at the bottom, okay, is to get some pom-poms. Now, I absolutely love pom-poms. And so what you can do is you can choose any size pom-pom you like. So hopefully you've got pom-poms lying around the house. The other thing you can do for eyes is to use some buttons. I don't have any buttons on me today, but I do have lots of pom-poms. So what I like to use is nice big eyes like this. Now, can you see that I haven't put them right at the front like that, and I haven't put them right at the back like that. I've put them somewhere near the front. So what we're going to do is glue that on. UHU glue is pretty cool as an all-purpose glue, but it needs to, kids can't use this one on their own. It needs to be under strict guidance from grown-ups. So what we do is we put the glue underneath and we just stick it like that. And with this glue, you don't touch it. You just pop it on and let it dry. So we're going to let it dry for about 2 minutes. The next step is to put the pupils on. Now, this is the white bit of your eye, the iris, and what we need is black pupils. There's a couple of different options for this. If you've got some googly eyes at home, you can use googly eyes. Or if you've got some black felt, you can just cut out some black felt. Or any kind of black material, to be honest. It doesn't even have to be felt. Just whatever black material you have lying around, you can cut out some black little circles. And these eyes like these, are used on some of the most sophisticated Muppet style puppets around. So if you have a look at a Muppet style puppet next time, you'll find that some of the puppets just use these as pupils. The thing to remember, the most important thing to remember with putting on eyes is to make sure that you don't put them on the top like that, or else your actual sock puppet, if you have a look at this guy, will be looking at the ceiling. Now, we don't want our sock puppets to look at the ceiling. We want our sock puppets to look straight ahead. So we're going to put our pupils right at the front there like that. So I'll do that now. Oops. Just so you can see what I'm doing. Just a tiny dab of glue. This glue is so awesome that you don't even need much of it at all, to be honest. And you just pop it at the front there. And the trick is to let go straight away so you don't get glue on your fingers or glue everywhere. There we go. This is transparent glue too, so it dries clear, which is always handy. Okay. Now the best kind of eyes for hand puppets are eyes that look straight ahead. And that's so your puppet is making eye contact with either the camera or your audience. So we'll let them dry for a while. Now, look at all these fabulous noses. I don't even know how to choose. I reckon I might do, it's such a fun rainbow colour, I might actually choose this fabulous light blue nose. What do you reckon? I think, yeah, let's do that one. Okay, so all you need is a little pom-pom. The pom-poms should be smaller than the eyeballs for the nose. Yeah, nice like that. So the nose just kind of goes between the eyes. Why? Because that's what we do. We have our noses between our eyes. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on here, and then I'm just going to pop it down right between the eyes there, and then let it dry. Okay, he's coming to life. The only thing you really need now to make him seem real is hair. Now, if you've got some feather boas lying around at home, you can just take a snip off and you can have separate feathers like this, or a long strip like this. If you've got some feathers lying around, you can use those. Otherwise, if you've got wool thread or cotton thread, you can actually create a clump like that, tie a knot around the middle, and you've got a nice haircut, or really long like that one. See how that one's really long? So what I might do, I might actually do a combo just because I can, just because I've got the materials. Otherwise, if you've only got either the thread or the feathers, I'll show you what you do. So you can go like this, and then you'll have your puppet like that, just with the nice hair. It looks pretty cool. Or you can have the hair plus some of this nice feathery stuff. And then you can also add, for extra measure, a nice feather at the back like that. How's that? Pretty cute. So let's do that. Let's use all three of these. And just remember, you don't have to have all this material. You can just choose one of them if you've got thread. So we'll do the thread first. And you can be very generous with the glue, okay, because you want the glue to go all the way across there. So I'm being very generous with the glue. Then I'm going to pop it down and handle it as little as possible. So I just press it down like that. And then you just have to let that dry. But what I'll do in the meantime is I'll pop some of this other fun hair on, I think. So again, you can be very generous with the glue. I'm only going to use about a couple of centimetres there. So I'll glue right in the middle just a couple of centimetres in the middle. These feathers get very sticky, but that's okay. This glue's very good, so okay, and then just let that dry, and then I'm going to add this fun feather. Can you see how it's a separate feather, and it's going to kind of go up. It's a big Fraggle Rock, these feathers, aren't they? Like these fluffy things, like red off Fraggle Rock. Okay, I think that's why I like these so much. And then you just glue it at the back there. And believe it or not, it just dries. You just leave it like that and it'll just dry like that. You don't have to do much at all. So was that fun, Scrambles?
Oh yes, but how does the puppet look now that it's finished?
Now that the glue is dried,
Yes.
I can put my hand all the way through.
Yes.
And then put my thumb in the heel of the sock.
Wow! Look at that!
Oh, hi everyone.
Amazing puppet!
Oh, hi Scrambles.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Aqua.
Aqua.
Yeah, Aqua Rainbow.
Wow!
Yes, why? Because I have aqua hair and a rainbow body.
I like you.
Oh, I like you too, Scrambles. Yes, I'm new to the world. Wow, what kindness we have in this world already.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks everyone, it's been fun. I'm Elissa and this is Scrambles.
Hello.
And we are Larrikin
Larrikin
Puppets.